How's it going, everyone? Your friend Tom Moore here, coming at you live from the Millie Club on Facebook and on YouTube right now. We are live streaming some sharpening. Get this pinned to the top of the group. There it is. Pinned to featured. Boom. Cool. Got a little coffee here. I'm a little tired. My kids are eating lunch, so hopefully will stay eating lunch by themselves and they don't bother me. But if they do, they do. Got some interesting things in today. More knives that I'm unfamiliar with, but been playing with and having fun learning. This is a nice pronounce it, but Ruike or Ruike, I don't know. But it's pretty cool. It's got really good action. It's got a great flipper, actually. And if we have time, that one doesn't take very long, we'll do this CRKT M16. This was one of the first knives that I owned many years ago. Probably, I think I bought my CRKT M16 when I was 23 or 4. And I'm 39. It's like 16 years ago I bought one of these. They've changed. They have a different locking system than the old one I used to have, but it was one of the first knives that got me into knives, so I'm excited to sharpen it. So let's get this going. We're going to use the TSProf Kadet today just because the Hapstone I've been using and I missed this one. Let's see. Chamois cloth. It's a little bit too big. Skinny piece. There we go. So there's a flat spot on the spine, near the spine, so we're going to have to clamp on that. It's not going to be centered in the middle of the blade. I can't clamp very far forward on this blade because of how it is ground. It has a reverse grind on the top's wedge. Oops, excuse me. That's probably good. So one thing we're going to have to check out when we clamp, so let's get our stone out, our 150 grit Hapstone Premium CBN. Oh, crap, I forgot. I can't do this. I have to do something really important before we start. I have to send a link to my mom so she can watch this. Because she is stuck at home in Eugene, Oregon. And it ice stormed, and she has no power right now, but she has internet because they have a generator. Let's see how I get to this. Ooh, I think that's me right there. Okay. Weird watching myself. Mary Moore. Sweet. So hopefully my mom joins us. That'd be really fun. So clamped on the flat spot of the spine. Got our stone loaded up. Now we're going to do the thing I do when I'm sharpening something that I'm unfamiliar with is do pretend sharpening. Like I pretend like I do the stone down the edge and I see what it'd be like. And the problem I see right now is if I clamp it like this, the way this handle is shaped, this point comes out, I won't be able to get to the end of the edge. So we got to clamp it a different way. That way it just won't work. So what we're going to do, we got to straighten this out a little bit. So I'm going to move it a little bit. Okay, now let's check to see if the stone will clear. Nope. I'm going to keep on rotating a little bit more. Okay, right there. This is going to be a tough one to sharpen. The end of this edge is a nightmare. The end of this edge, the ricasso immediately gets fat after the blade ends. There's no the sharpening choil I have to be very careful on because right here it gets fat. So if I over sharpen the edge, I'm going to sharpen into the ricasso, and that pisses me off. So I think on this case, we're obviously going to use some electrical tape and see how this is not the ideal angle to clamp a knife, but it is the required angle to clamp this knife if you want to get the entire edge. If you just want to leave the heel undone, you can do that, but I don't do that. So we're going to tape this off as close as possible to the end of the edge. And I think I'm going to double coat this one because we're going to be sharpening right up against it. Okay, so we're all taped up. We got our ricasso protected. Tape is pretty abrasion resistant. I just want to put another layer on this one because we're so close. We're grinding against it. I want to make sure we're really covered and it's not coming off. Always moved in the clamps. I'm going to replace one of these screws. It's starting to strip out. I can't get a good clamp on it. I need to find a better, if someone has a better replacement for these stupid screws on this clamp, let me know. I'm sure if I just bought like expensive ones, it'd work. I just have RC car screws that are left over from building a Traxxas Slash. And they work. They're the same size. I just have to find one that's the right length. Has to be kind of shorter. Ooh, what does that fit? That would be great. That's a different size Allen driver, isn't it? This probably won't fit. No, what's a bigger size? I need to find a bigger screw. I need to find one that has a bigger head because these ones keep on stripping out on me and it's really starting to bug me. Damn it. Why are all these too long? See how long this one goes through. This one will work. It's just going to be silver, and we'll see how the silver one holds up. I already don't use the right length. They already stick out the backside like they're not supposed to. I got to figure out better screws. I change this too often. Okay, we kind of slid in our clamp because we're not clamped tightly because I had a shitty screw in there. So we're going to loosen it up again. Scoot it farther in the jaw a little bit. There we go. Line it back up in the stone. Make sure we can hit the heel and clamp her down. Okay, we're solid. Look at our marker. It has a pretty nice edge on it. A really nice edge. It's very even. It's well done. I don't know I have no idea how much this knife costs, to be honest. What up, Poppy Montez from the Windy City? Hello, David Rains and Christian Klein. Thank you guys for joining me. Let's figure out this angle. Angle of the dangle. Okay, we're gonna loosen our thing. We're gonna go up a little bit. We're not gonna be that low. Ooh, we are that low. Oh man. This is really gonna be a problem. Yeah, it is. Oh, I know what we can do. We're gonna take the chamois cloth out of the jaws of this one. Right now, with it so thick that the knife, as I have to clamp it, the stone hits the clamp before it gets to the right angle. So I have to take the chamois cloth out. That makes it a little bit thinner. Let's see if this works. Okay. See if I can clear that. There we go. Okay. And we're right about the right angle right now. Check it again. Okay, right on right there. Let's see what the other side looks like. This side's a little bit too low, just a tiny bit too low. Okay, see what the nearest angle is. So we're 21.5 degrees. We'll leave it there. Remember that number, 21.5. Let's do some sharpening. I'll have to reprofile the tip a little bit to bring it down to match the rest of the edge. But it's a pretty nice edge. I never remember to test how sharp these are. They come in for sharpening. I assume they're dull, but a lot of times they're not. So it's good to know that, to know their expectation of what dull is. Okay, we got most of the tip done. Let's finish it off. I got a little, we're reducing the angle of the tip, which means we're working forward towards the front of the bevel. We have a little bit of marker left on the very tip of the edge of the bevel, right next to the tip. Okay, we got the little thing basically out. I'm trying to apex this one tiny spot that has like a divot in it near the tip. It's about a ½ inch from the tip. Not even that. It's about 1/8 of an inch from the tip. It's just a spot that isn't apexed. It's like divots in, so I have to take off a decent amount of material to get to it. So the whole edge will be nice and even and sharpened. Okay. There we go. So I'm just concentrating on the first 2/3 of the blade to get a burr. Then I'm going to tackle this heel very strategically once I get this rest of the blade kind of ready to go. Okay, let's tackle this heel very carefully. Got it all taped off. I'm just going to lightly sharpen the heel. It doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be even with the rest of the bevel. Edgy American. 21.5 is not that uncommon. It's a little high, but like it's not out of the realm. I've done several knives that bottomed my sharpener out where it just happened to be that angle at the very, very bottom. It's not that bad. It's a little bit steep. This is a Ruike, a Ruike or Ruike or Ruike. It's pretty nice knife actually though. I've been sharpening a lot of new stuff. A whole box of random knives. 0 Spydercos in this box came in. A whole bunch of just miscellaneous knives that I have not sharpened a single one of before. And so it's been fun and a challenge like this to figure them out. Because every knife you sharpen, you got to figure out how it works to put an edge on it. This one takes a little bit of precautions that you have to do and a little figuring with how you clamp it to make it work. It's definitely easier to sharpen a Spyderco. Now, I will sharpen Spydercos all day, every day, but they do become kind of mindless after a while. Because Spydercos have a full flat grind line at the heel, and it's basically just a bumper. You can just sharpen the heel of a Spyderco and not pay attention to your stone except for the tip. Okay, our tip is looking pretty damn good on this side. This side's angle is closer to the factory angle, so this shouldn't be as much work, hopefully. Again, we're just focusing on the front 2/3 of this blade for now. Get it to have a burr. Got a burr there, burr, burr. Okay. Now it's just heel very, very carefully. I'm almost not able to get about a tiniest little bit. Can't even tell. And I'm going to leave that alone. I don't want to mess with that. The way that this is clamped, the way this knife is made, I can see if I can scoot it a little bit. Yeah, the handle like interferes with the blade placement. It's for sharpening. So you get to the very, very end of the heel is really hard. So we're going to try to get it as close as possible without making it noticeable that it stops. It's about a 0.5 millimeter from the end of it. If this was at an angle that was more shallow than 21.5 degrees, this blade's pretty thick. It would be a really big bevel, especially at the tip. The tip of the bevel gets wider because it goes up the spine and gets thicker. It would be a very big bevel if it was the same size as the Spyderco, or same angle as the Spyderco. Okay, now we're going to jump to our 400 grit Hapstone Premium CBN. Just do a couple quick passes on this. So 400 grit, just trying to reduce the burr. We're not trying to mirror this edge, so it doesn't have to be perfectly scratch free. This will look nice. Do one more quick pass. Okay, let's drop it now. 3 micron gunny juice drop on kangaroo leather from Hapstone. We're gonna we're gonna wipe the edge off with our chamois cloth, get all the sharpening dust off for our fresh new edge. All right. Got this whole edge up in the front. Let me hit this front part again real quick. So I dropped down to 150 stone because I'm still having a little bit of the factory edge poke through right against the bevel. And you can visually see that it's not the same scratch pattern. There we go. Okay, that was 400 to get real quick. Feel the burr on the backside just in case. Okay. Now we're going to strap. So we're going to reset this. We're going to re-zero it. Changing from the strop to the stone makes a big difference. So we're at 22.5 degrees. So we're going to bring this up to 21.5. So I had to cut with this one and see what it does. Part of this edge is still has a burr on it. It's like snagging my strop. It's too big of a burr to come off with the strop. Saw that we were working. Needs a little bit more work. Oh yeah, I sharpened that at the wrong angle. Oops. I'm just getting the burr off. All right. Okay, take the tape off. Actually, I'm gonna make sure it's sharp before I take the tape off. Oh, good. It's very, very, very sharp. Very sharp for 21.5 degrees. Jesus. This is a laser beam. Okay. Exceptionally sharp edge. And it slices paper better than the Spyderco does. And it's way steeper. That's wild how sharp that is. Beautiful. Looks good. Looks good on the heel. Didn't fuck it up. Let's give it a wipe down. There's our 400 grit edge. This looks like it did before, but now it's really sharp. Cool knife. It's a Ruike P121-G's on the back. I don't know if that's model number or what, but it's on the back. Cool. Okay, one down. It's not been too long. It took a while to do that knife, actually. Let's bang the CRKT out real quick. So this M16 has a flat spot right in the center of the blade. I'm just going to clamp right to that. I'm not going to use chamois cloth on this one either because I don't think it would fit, because I have to clamp pretty far to the center of the blade to get to the flat spot. So we're not using chamois cloth this time. .150 grit stone. This, the end of this edge it's kind of like a Spyderco. I don't know if I can do it like a Spyderco though. It ends like a Spyderco's edge, but I don't know if I can sharpen it like that. Okay, we can get right in there. We just clear the thumb stud. Okay, so doing our imaginary walkthrough, we get to the heel. We can hit the heel without hitting the ricasso. We're lined up pretty much perfect, actually. And we cleared the thumb stud by about 1 millimeter without touching the thumb stud. So let's tape that up just in case something moves. And we don't want to sharpen off the top of the thumb stud. I've seen people do that before. This may be a budget knife, but every time I do a knife, I protect it because it doesn't matter. If I screw up a knife, I feel just as bad, however much it cost. And cheap ones are tend to screw up more often. Okay. It only takes a second to protect the knife, so just do it. Okay, check the angle. Too low. Too low. Right there. A little more. Okay. Check the other side. Man, this is a steeper edge than the last one. Let's see what it's at. Okay, we're at 22.8 degrees. And we're a little low. We're going to go 23 degrees. Remember that number. And we're still going to have to profile a little bit out of it to get to 23. Pretty close. That's better. Okay. We're going to do this one a quick working edge. Try this one fast and cheap. Can't afford to do another half-hour one like the last one. Okay, heel. And take our time on it. So I don't know if it's going to behave like a Spyderco's heel, but similar. Let's see if we got a burr. Not quite. So, guys, I got really excited earlier. Like, I realized that like doing this streaming crap while I sharpen has been very good for a lot of reasons. It gets me business. It makes me do better at sharpening because I'm paying more attention because I know I'm being watched. It's making me money. It's keeping me content. So I realized I'm going to invest in this hobby. So I ordered another camera. So pretty soon I can have one pointing down and one at my face. And then I ordered a new light so you guys can see what I'm doing better. That'll go over my monitor right here. And I ordered an arm also. This one sucks balls. So I got a new arm for my phone so I can do top down directly over the top of my sharpener video. So yeah, I'm excited. I got new stuff coming inbound for better quality videos. I'm really trying to take this seriously on YouTube. I want to grow this channel. I want to make money off YouTube. I want to get this monetized. So tell a friend, have them subscribe. But I'm just going to be sharpening on here every single day if I can. As long as the knives keep on coming in, I'll keep on making videos. I'm happy to invest in this hobby because I love doing it. I'll make FFIVs look better. I'm excited. So we've got some tip work to do. There we go. Get the tip at the right angle. There we go. We got the tip all profiled out. See if we got a burr. We got a burr. Do a little more in the middle. I think we're there, but can't really tell. Okay, let's go for a burr. We got one towards the tip. We got one in the middle. Don't have one at the heel yet. So we'll do one more pass. Now we're lining our scratch pattern up while we're just trying to get the whole edge sharp. Work the heel a little bit more. It's like a spider toe. Got to work the heel more than anything else. There we go. Still got to get that burr going at the heel on this one. On this side. It looks like there should be a heel because there's a lot of powder. Which usually means there's a burr. There we go. Okay, let's switch to 400 gritstone. It's going to be a very aggressive edge. We're just going to do a quick pass at 400. We don't want to lose our micro serrations very much. We want to stay nice and aggressive. We don't want to over polish the edge. I'm interested to see if this one's going to turn out sharp, though. You never know. trying to bang this one out quick so I can do it for cheap. The CRKT Columbia River Knife and Tool is actually located here in Portland, Oregon. I don't know where, but I do believe they have some or one or some US models, right? They have one expensive, silly one, maybe. I don't know who makes it, though. Okay, let's check this. Oh, we gotta drop it. Almost forgot. Definitely need to drop this edge. Okay. What were we at? We were at 23 degrees. $24 degrees. Okay. Wait. Let me check this out. Okay, 24 degrees. Switch stones to a strop. Wipe this edge down. Raise this up a little bit to 24. Give it a quick strop. Trying to pull any burr off. Refine the edges a little bit. We're not trying to polish the bevel, although it's definitely doing that. So I'll drop a gunny glide on my rod guide. A little squeaky. Okay. Now we see if she's sharp real quick. That's a yes. Very sharp. Cool. We were successful twice. We sharpened these knives up. Got 2 done in under 40 minutes, including talk time. It's pretty solid. Get the tape off of here and clean this guy up. And you guys have any questions? Let me know, and I'll be on here for another minute or two. And then if you don't, I'm going to hop off and go put my kids down for a nap. Satin edge, nice heel. Very sharp. Yeah. CRKT M16, one of the knives that started my knife obsession. One of my first few I owned off of Amazon. This is an Amazon find for me. It was a CRKT M16. That's how I discovered CRKT. So yeah. Check up in comments. Jordan joined us once again. Do serrated spider coats have macro serrations? Yes. They just have serrations. But yes. Howdy, Tom B. Well, thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go put my kids down for a nap. I'll be back probably pretty soon. I'm excited to be doing this, though. Got new supplies inbound, investing in this hobby deeper. Instead of buying knives, I'm buying lights and computer accessories, and maybe it's a good excuse to buy a new MacBook. So we will see, but bright things to come. Again, I'm Tom Moore. Follow me on Instagram at Thomas O. Moore. One word, Tommaso Moore. Join the Millie Club on Facebook if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're on Facebook, go follow and subscribe the YouTube channel because that's my goal next. All righty. Peace out.